Hi Natasha, this is your reading. Apologies for me whispering and talking quiet. I don't want to wake people up in the house, it's quite late here. Okay, so getting on to your reading. Starting off with the past. And I feel there's been a loss, some kind of loss. And in this loss you've had to grab what you can and you're going to hold on to it. And you don't want to let go because of this loss. So you had this experience where you had to grab what you can and hang on to it, and that's what I feel has happened with you in the past. So where you just hold on to what you can, and it's because of this loss I feel you're just grabbing on and holding on to things, just your things, not so like it's like a safety thing. You keep things extra close just to be safe because of the experience, and I feel that's something you went through in the past. Okay, so moving on to where you are now. The issue I'm picking up is after your hand, you've got a lot on your plate at the moment. You're doing quite a lot, and when you got a drink in one hand and a bag of chips in the other, how are you going to get the chips out to eat? You can't, because you've got Coke in the other hand, a can of Coke in the other hand, and it's hard to pick up anything else when your hands are full. And for some reason, I feel something is there's some kind of opportunity for you coming up, and because of this situation you're in, you can't grab hold of it. But this is not physical, as in you getting your hands on it. I don't think you're seeing this because you've got so much chaos going on. No, don't use the word chaos. Because you've got so much going on in your life at the moment, I don't feel you're seeing what's the good thing that's being offered to you. There's something I see that's being offered to you that you just can't quite see at the moment. Okay, so moving further on into reading. I'll say you are aware. This thing I said you can't see, I think you are aware, but only slightly aware. And believe me, it's there. The thing that's caught your eye, it's there, but I don't. And yeah, the thing I remember I said you're not seeing it. You are seeing it, but I don't think you're seeing its full potential. So I see you looking at it anyway, and the temptation just to go for it and be free, rather than this past experience we had where you had this loss and you have to hold on to everything, and now you're holding on to everything. It's everything around you. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of on your mind. It's pulling you down quite a lot. This thing's pulling you down, and there's this something catching your eye, and believe me, you're not seeing its full potential. It's a lot better than what you're thinking. You are looking at it, and I can see you just thinking, I want to just go for it and have this. I guess it's like these people in these long-term relationships, and they suddenly get a chance to be free again, and they long for that freedom. And I feel you longing for this freedom to just go out and just have fun and be carefree. And I feel that's where you are now. So, moving on to the point of the reading where I get some advice for you. For some reason I see you okay, let me rephrase it. If you're unsure of something, don't let it hold you back. Just because you're not completely aware. Connecting it back to this thing where I feel things going on in your life where you're not seeing the possibility. I see you looking at things, but but I don't think you're seeing the greatness and the full potential of what you're seeing. And also where you're not seeing the whole thing, and I feel there's a bit of doubt in your mind, and that's due to you not being completely aware, and you're looking at yourself as if, oh, I'm a bit too naive, maybe I shouldn't do it, I don't know enough. Think completely opposite. Don't let that hold you back. Go for it. Even if just go for it. Stop thinking, oh, I don't know enough, maybe I'm unsure. Don't, just go for it. Stop being so cautious. Time to let down this cautiousness because of what you've been through. You're going to be a bit holding on to everything and not wanting to know whether to go for it. And the message I'm getting for you is just go for it. Yes, I see this is not something you're quite used to, which is why you're holding back. But the message for you tonight, as I give you this reading, go for it. Still staying with the part where I get advice for you. Stay out of trouble. It feels quite bad trouble, being serious, and I'm getting a complete change of energy now in this reading. And I feel the need to say this is a warning. Don't get yourself into trouble. And I don't feel the trouble yet because the future hasn't happened yet. It's not set in stone. And the message I get for you is to stay out of trouble. Something seems quite strong for you, and it feels like I'm getting a warning for you. Do not get yourself into trouble. Stay away from trouble. It feels very important I tell you this message, to stay away from trouble. But there is an option out there where you're thinking it's a possibility, but you're holding back because you're not too sure of it. Go for that option. Don't go for the trouble. I feel so strong to tell you to stay away from trouble, because I feel some kind of chain link effect, one trouble link into another, and it can be like a slippery slope. Please stay away from trouble. I'm hoping you're aware of what I'm referring to, or what I'm getting, which is the trouble. To stay away from it, please. Okay, right. I'll pick things up again. Seeing how things are panning out if you stay on this path. I see you moving on in a positive way, and it's going to be a case of you finding your steps. So, staying with the advice for you, when something's new, you're not completely confident and comfortable with things. And as you take these baby steps, we'll call them, getting to find your feet again, it's not gonna be straight in, like clicking your fingers and everything working out. It's gonna take a while of you finding your feet, to start feeling normal again, and what I feel is coming up for you. And there's going to be a time where you're going to need to think back to this reading, and that part is to stay away from trouble, because I feel when you're on this new path, you'll be doing well, but you're not going to believe in yourself how well you're going to be doing, and there is going to be this temptation to go back to this trouble thing. I'm not sure what it is, but there is a temptation. So I feel this is really important for me to get this message to you. Go for the naive option, have the fun and the freedom. And I do see you moving on, But there is going to be a time where you're going to think, you're going to not have this, you think you're not going to be doing as well as you are, and you are going to be doing well, but you're not going to believe that yourself. And when you go to that state, when you're feeling that state, click back on this link, listen to this reading again. Stay away from trouble, because it will be a slippery slope into some other trouble. Now you've got this option. You have this power to stop things getting down that path. You have that power. You have the control. And believe me, I see you doing really well, but you're not going to believe you're doing that well yourself. And don't give up. Don't think, go for the easy option where I see this trouble thing. I feel you getting tempted to go back to. Stay away from it, because you're going to be doing a lot better than you're realizing. Just stay with it and be strong with that. Okay, I hope this reading's helped you, and that I managed to connect with you. I believe I did. But please give me feedback, so just to give me confirmation that I connected with you and that you could take what I get. And by you giving me feedback helps me develop further as a reading. Okay, many thanks and many blessings to you.